The Duchess, the Valedictorian, Dutch, Val. Tales of the dumb that surely will make some of you feel extra smart, some of you feel validated, and hopefully all of you feel like you have to pee because you're laughing so hard. Welcome to Pitney and Amelia's Bitchin' Boutique.
We may be awful, but
we're right. So God, my fucking sisters, dude.
Oh God, what is going on now?
I mean, I feel like I've been bitching about them nonstop. I actually went back through the last couple episodes to kind of, maybe I'm just bitching about them sort of in my everyday life so much that I feel like I've been talking about them nonstop on the show. Maybe that's...
But yeah, no, not really. No.
I mean, because I literally kind of went back and checked some episodes and kind of skipped through them real quick to be like, God, have I been telling these stories already? Because some stuff has been happening, and by the time this episode comes out, October will be done. And October, I mean, we're in the middle of October now when we're recording it. But yeah. I think I may have mentioned at some point on the show that October was going to be like a nightmare month for me, even though October should be the happiest time of year for me. Because it's October. I mean, can you see this my new cardigan that I'm wearing? Do you see the embroidery?
Oh, is that a bat motif?
It's freaking bats. It's freaking bats. I have cute little embroidered bats on the upper boob area of my cute little cardigan. And I'm just, I'm the Halloween bitch, and October's the best time of year because it's fall, and fall is the best, and, it's the beginning of soup season, it's the beginning of decorative gourd season, it's everything. I mean, obviously it's seasonal spam season.
Yeah.
We've had a wonderful time this October, and I should be having so much fun and focusing all my attention on the glory that is Halloween, but no, because both of my sisters, the Duchess and the Valedictorian, both of their birthdays are in October.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, their birthdays are 5 days apart. They are 9 years and 5 days apart. And so, the Duchess turned 50 last year. Well, the Valedictorian is turning 60 this year.
Oh my God, is she 50? Oh my God.
The Duchess, yeah. Because remember last year, the year that she got COVID in between two trips, she still had COVID. She thought she was over COVID. And then she wasn't feeling so well, so she went to the ER, and they, put her in a side room and wouldn't let her be around people, and were using COVID protocols on her, and the nurse kept telling her, I think you still have COVID, and she was texting me and the Valedictorian about how weird she thought it was that people were acting like she still had COVID when she so obviously didn't still have COVID. And I'm just like, oh, you mean the medical professionals who are telling you that you still have COVID? You took a home test and it said you didn't have COVID anymore, but you're just going to go ahead and believe that instead of the nurses and the ER. You're the one who doesn't feel good, and you're the one who went to a fucking hospital. But don't believe the people at the hospital who are telling you you're sick. And the reason for that is because she had a trip planned, because it was her birthday, and because she was getting divorced, and because she had bucket list shit, and she wanted to go whale watching and swim with fucking sharks. So she got on a fucking plane
And did it.
Even though she had just been told she still had COVID. These fucking bitches. So anyway,
yeah, well, I love that she got divorced.
Oh, yeah, the divorce papers.
There's nothing more than I love in the world more than divorce.
And she has the divorce papers now. I believe the divorce may be final now because I know that about a month ago, she was talking about her divorce being final.
God, I love divorce. And I mean, people out there, you do not need divorce lawyers. You do not need divorce lawyers. You come to me. You meet me for 2 minutes and I will say who's wrong and who's right. And I'll get your settlement done in 30 seconds. So anybody out there getting divorced, call me.
Well, those of us that...
I will say it like it is.
Well, and I'm pretty sure her shit should be pretty simple because I don't think they're really dividing up a lot of stuff. They don't really... I don't think they really have assets in common. I mean, he has his business, she has her business, and he owns a house. So, it's fine.
Oh, Lord, her business. Yes. I just remember, when we were in high school, me calling her the voluptuous bird of paradise just to piss her off.
And I never understood it because she never heard you say it. Because you only said it to me.
I know, but I think you passed it on, or maybe you didn't.
Why would I? I don't talk to her. I mean, I don't interact with my sisters any more than I absolutely have to. But anyway, so here's the thing about her now. So this month, or I should say October, the reason why I don't have time to do all the things I want to do is because, we're now in the middle of October. She has already had trips to Dallas and San Antonio and Las Vegas and Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
She just got back from Toronto. And in a matter of a few days... she will be going to Amsterdam and then Paris.
And all for goddamn business, huh?
Oh, no. The Amsterdam and Paris is she's going with her gay bestie.
Oh.
Because he's moving to Amsterdam.
Okay.
He's moving to Amsterdam. And I thought that he wasn't going to work for her anymore, but then I found out. And the way my dad put it is, apparently he's going to be opening the international office.
Oh, God.
By simply continuing to work for her while he's living in Amsterdam. And I'm
Lord.
Whatever.
Well, good for him. That sounds wonderful. Good. I hope it works out good.
But, you know what's going on in Paris right now? You know what's happening in Paris? Massive infestation of bed bugs.
Oh.
And I don't know if she knows about it, and I am not going to tell her. And you know what? For as much as she fucking travels, I'm willing to bet that because she's so fucking stupid, I'm willing to bet that she does not already have a bed bug protocol that she follows when she comes home and, leaves her suitcases outside and whatever. I bet she puts her suitcases right on the fucking bed. I bet she does it. I bet she's that dumb with all the traveling she does.
Oh, it's so fabulous. I love bed bugs. I love fleas. I love lice. Oh, how fabulous.
And I just know she's going to bring bed bugs into my dad's house. I just know she's going to fucking do it.
Yeah, that would not be good. But yeah.
Because she's that fucking stupid. But, and she always, she's going to get sick. I know she's going to get sick. I mean, she came back from Toronto and she was like, oh, I'm so,
Yeah.
But here's another thing. Right before she left for Vegas, she got a CAT scan. Now, let me tell you why she got a CAT scan.
Uh-huh.
About, late August? Early September, maybe. Okay, you know how sometimes when you're getting in or out of your car, you might bonk your head.
Yeah.
Like, the hardest you could ever bonk your head getting in or out of your car, do you think the hardest you could possibly bonk your head, do you think you could ever do yourself a brain injury?
Oh, fuck no. Not from that. No.
She 100% believes that she has a concussion.
Oh, bitch, police. Police.
If I had a dollar, if I had a dollar for every time I have heard the word concussion.
Oh, please, Mary, please.
She absolutely, because she will not stop talking about all these symptoms that she keeps having from this concussion that she has.
And how long ago was this incident?
Maybe as long ago as 2 months ago.
Oh my god. Please, girl, please.
I'm gonna die.
Oh my god. She would have had a stroke and been dead by now. I mean, come on. Give me a break.
She was so concerned about the fact that she was still having all these symptoms that she had her doctor send her to get a CAT scan before she went to Vegas to go to the U2 concert.
Oh, Lord, okay.
From which she left to fly to Toronto. And then that's the trip she just got back from.
Well, isn't she Rasha?
Well, you know, she had to go to a CEO's conference because she's the CEO of her business.
Oh, please.
It's like, does it count as being a CEO if you have a business of like 8 people?
Oh, yeah, right, exactly.
I mean, is that really a CEO? Anyway. She thinks she is, anyway. I guess it's like, if you call yourself that, that's fine. But really, if you're the kind of person who walks around like, oh, me, I mean, how Verity Noslin.
I was just gonna say that so Noslin-esque.
How Noslin, how Flowers. With her...
It's so Noslin-esque, yes.
With her CAT scan. And of course, what did they find with the CAT scan? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. But, you know, the symptoms are so severe, she may have to go to emergency.
Well, that's the thing that's so funny. It didn't stop her, you know, all these horrible, horrible symptoms that she keeps having, and she won't stop talking about these terrible, you know. But is she going to get on a plane and fly all the way to Amsterdam? Of course she is. She's not going to miss out on any of this shit. She's not going to stay the fuck home. She's not going to not take her trip. Just like last year when the doctors told her, no, you definitely still have COVID, and she got on a plane so she could go whale watching in California. She's still totally... My dad was so worried about her with her, you know, going on that trip, even though she was so sick. He was telling her to get her papers in order before she left.
Oh my god.
My
okay,
dad,
that's a little over the top, but that's kind of exciting.
She's got really, really bad asthma and shit. Because she was gonna go scuba diving and shit, because she was gonna swim a shark. She ended up skipping that part. But, she was, you know, with her, because she was being stupid.
Yeah.
She was being really, really stupid and careless with her respiratory system. And now, her whole, oh, me and my brain injury. It's like, bitch, you have not been in the NFL for 20 years. What the hell kind of brain injury do you think you have? You bumped your head one time.
That is so Noslin-esque, yes.
But and it's like, I swear to God, she's gonna find a way to use this to get out of, doing everything through the holidays. I swear to God. It's like, this is going to be months of, oh my head. I swear to God.
Well, that works out for you because you could be okay, Myrna. I don't care because I don't want to see you anyway, so stay the fuck home. I don't give a fuck. That works out good for you.
And it's like, oh, you know what? I stubbed my toe. I think I shattered my entire skeleton. Because I stubbed my toe and I'm in traction. And I can't go to Dad's anymore. I mean, this bitch. And it's like, she's so, fuck.
Well, I hope when she's in Amsterdam, I hope she has a good time. I hope she drops some really good acid and comes into her true being, and maybe she'll come home and she'll be a really good person, and all of a sudden she'll be a butch lesbian.
Oh, God, can you imagine?
And that'd be fabulous, though, because anything would be better than who she actually is.
Oh, my God. Yeah, hanging out with this freaking gay... Oh, my God. So she brought the gay bestie to my dad's house yesterday. I'm just a little aside. So I go up to... I was at my dad's this morning doing his breakfast and whatever, and I go up to make his bed, and so I'm in his bathroom, and the towel on, like, my mom's side, like, because they have the double sinks, right? What was my mom's sink? I have to blame. I have to assume it was the gay bestie who did this, because who the fuck else would do this? It's like the towel, there was like a washcloth that was fanned in like a seashell pattern, and like the towel was hanging on the towel, like the circular towel rod thing that was on the wall, and like the towel was like cuffed like a pant leg, and then the washcloth was tucked in there like a fan, and I'm like, oh, I just wanted to rip it down.
It's kind of fabulous, but yeah, that's totally. And your dad probably didn't even notice it.
He doesn't use that side.
But if he did notice it, I'm sure he'd just be like, whatever.
It's like he wouldn't understand. He would not even. He would think, oh, I guess, Tony, I guess the nurse did that, or he would think I did it, or whatever.
Because if it was me, I'd be like, what is this yuppie horse shit? And I'd piss on it.
It's like, oh, I don't see you going around and doing this in all the bathrooms.
Because what a bunch of goddamn stupid yuppie horse shit.
But this is more of that crap that makes me suspicious of this. He's like, the talented Mr. Ripley, or whoever the fuck you are. This guy who works, he is an employee of the Duchess. And he is infiltrating my family in this weird way. And he keeps, like, wanting to hang out with my dad. I don't understand it. I really do not understand what his game is. Like, I don't get it. And both of my sisters talk about him like, oh my God, he's the perfect person. He's just the perfect person. It's like, all right, you're overdoing it a bit.
And there may not be a game, but it's pretty weird of all persons to latch on to her, As a gay man looking in, she's a pretty weird person to latch on to. But maybe she's different now, because I haven't talked to her in years.
She's not. She's not. Trust me.
But I just remember she didn't, just kind of not like me. She actively disliked me for a long time.
Oh, well, both of my sisters are just, I mean, they became less homophobic when they found out, like, oh, the favorite cousin is gay. Well, I guess we're going to have to get over that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But yeah, like that younger one, she actively did not like me for a long time.
Well, they don't like, I mean, why would they like any of my friends? Why would they? Because my friends are all weird and stupid, and they don't like, it's like they're suspicious of everything that is connected to me.
We're freaky deaky, and I would not have it any other way.
I mean, so,
Hey, this is Kate. I'm a forensic psychologist and crisis clinician, and I collect stories. Everything from true crime to trauma to parenthood. There's a lot more in common between depression and sociopathy, or between serial killers and podcasters, than you might think. Are you sure you really want to know? This is Ignorance Was Bliss at iwbpodcast.com and IWB Podcast on social media.
So on top of Jesus Christ, on top of all this, the Valedictorian, all connected with the fun of October. So that bitch. So I had to schedule not only my own time, but we were able to get approval for my dad's nurse to work some extra hours so that I didn't have to be there every single night.
Oh, good, because I know that, this month was stressing you out, 2 months ago. Yeah.
Like, I have, I have many copies of calendars around the house where I was just, frantically scribbling things all over the place. And I'm still having to schedule, now that I have that part scheduled, now I have to schedule when am I going to, paint things, and when am I going to build things, and when am I going to, sculpt this thing, and when am I going to shop for that, and because I have to plan every other thing, because everything has to fit, because I have to make sure that all this stuff gets done, because I have limited time to do all this stuff. But planning out who does what on what day, based on all of the time, I mean, these calendars with these huge stretches of time where the Duchess wasn't going to be here, and then this one tiny little weekend where the Valedictorian was going to be here. Mm-hmm. But, she thinks we give a shit that she's going to be on vacation, that she's going out of town. It's like, well, yeah, but you being out of town doesn't matter because you don't live here. You weren't going to be here anyway, so bye, No one cares. That doesn't affect me. That's not on my calendar. I don't give a shit. So I have all this calendar shit, and I worked in all this stuff so that the nurse, so that there's days when she works her normal morning shift, and then she goes away for a few hours, and then she comes back for 3 hours in the evening. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't have that much to do, but she comes back for a short shift where most of it is her just sitting there. But she's spending time with Dad, and she's there in case he needs something. But she's an older lady. She doesn't need... she's worked for my family for a long time because she was Mom's nurse. She was Mom's nurse for a year before Mom died. And that, Mom died over 5 years ago. So she's been Dad's nurse for more than 5 years. Oh, my
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has it been that long? Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was May of 2018 was when Mom died.
Okay, yep. Okay. Wow.
I know.
Okay.
Time has really flown.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. So she's been, a lot older than she was. She wasn't young when she started. So she doesn't need to be on her feet and working that hard anyway. So anyway, so I had all this time figured out. Well, as the beginning of this time started, the nurse wanted a copy of the full schedule. And she had written a note, and the valedictorian, like, a couple weekends before it, she was in town, and Tony had left a note saying, just asking for a full schedule, and she had the calendar for the month, and she had left like her calendar, like a blank calendar, that we could use, but old valedictorian, 60 years old, somehow raised 2 kids, captain in the army, valedictorian of her class, couldn't quite understand. Just put stuff, here's the information.
Yeah.
Put it on a calendar.
Yeah.
That's not...
Like, I will be here from Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah,
not
it's
a
like...
big deal. Yeah.
But it's not, it's not about her schedule, because valedictorian, no one cares when you're going to be here. No one's asking you about you. It's when's Tony's hours, when's Amelia's hours, when's Philionel's hours, when, who is going to be at the, like, it's the house schedule. Who will be here at what time, when, on each day. And there was a point where I was texting Frito because I was like, I sent him a text. I was looking at it earlier today because I was just sort of refreshing my memory about how frustrated I was. And my first text to him was, "We are now 19 hours into this." I was like, I have received so many texts, and she is unable to. She just keeps asking me questions. I was like, I'm not there. She took a picture of the note, asking for it, and then she's asking me, what does it mean? And I'm like, well, I don't, because at the time, I'm like, well, either she wants it or Dad wants it. She's either asking for it for herself or she's asking for it for Dad. Have you maybe asked Dad? She didn't ask Dad. She just, I'm like, well, you could ask her. Yeah. Call her, text her. Ask. Find out. Find out what, if you don't know, ask a question. And she's not doing that. She keeps asking me. And after, almost a full day and like 30 something texts, I eventually just, stopped responding. And the next morning, I kept thinking, because she gets there on, Friday evening.
Yeah.
And that's when it starts. She leaves Saturday afternoon. And I'm thinking, because I stopped responding to her because it was so stupid.
But it's not that fucking hard.
No, it's not!
This is my advice to her. You go. Give your dad his fucking pills at night. Give your dad his fucking pills in the morning. And enjoy spending time with your dad and shut the fuck up.
Oh, she can't do that.
But isn't that the best advice? Enjoy spending time with your dad and shut the fuck up.
Oh, she can't. She can't.
Talk to him. Go for a walk with him. Walk the cat with him. Watch a movie with him. Give him his pills in the morning and at night. Boom, that's it. There's nothing else. It's not that hard.
Because,
it's not that hard.
Because, she's saying things like, do you want me to write in the schedule and you can check it Sunday? I'm not sure I can use pencil. May have to use a pen.
Oh, my God.
And then she goes, oh, if I have time, I will do it. Dad may have other ideas for me. Or Tony may want it because she is weird sometimes. And I'm just like, that was when I got to the point where I'm just like, I'm not responding anymore. And she's just like writing and writing and writing and writing. And I'm just like, I'm not doing this anymore. And then the next morning, I get there. And she has printed out some blank calendars for
my
October
God.
that have, like, the vacation, like the Duchess's vacation and her vacation time on it, and lots of space for other things. And she's printed out a couple of those, and she also you know what, I took a picture of that. You know what, I took a picture of that and I sent it to Frito. I can find it very quickly, because
oh my God, this just all irritates me, because she should be going down there to spend time with her dad.
But she doesn't.
It's not about what does she need to do. She should be spending time with her dad. She doesn't need to do anything. Eat with him and give him his fucking pills. That's it.
She always goes, oh, Dad always gives me a big list of things to do. But when I talk to Dad, he always says, she makes me give her a list of things to do.
You know, like what?
Like, he has to.
Like she wants to water.
Oh, she makes
the daisy plant on the front porch. Like, what the fuck? There's
no,
nothing.
she won't water plants. Nobody will touch the fucking plants. The plants all die. I'm the only one that waters the fucking plants. No, she wants to have to clean out the garage. Even when Mom was still alive, it drove them crazy. They would have to sit there and, like, brainstorm and come up with a list of things for her to do, because she insisted on it. And it was like...
Well, you know, and to me that's sad. It's actually sad, because that means...
she didn't want to be there.
Yeah, that she can't go and enjoy spending a day with her dad. And that makes me sad.
Especially since it's all... Oh, that was another thing. When I was working on the schedule, I kept asking her, like, so... because she had said something about the weekend of her birthday. She had, like, all these question marks on that weekend. And I'm like... because she was coming on the first weekend in the month, and I was just like, so, when are you still planning on coming down this other weekend?
Why
or what?
couldn't she just say, I can't come?
Because she was saying, I could come down, but we have to get ready for our trip, and if I did come, it'd be a shorter trip.
So
shorter than what?
She should have put on her big girl panties and said, I cannot come.
Well, what I told her was, don't come. I said, just don't come. Yeah. I said, we can cover it. Don't come. And then she goes, but Dad won't see me for a month then. And I said, Dad'll be fine.
Oh, your dad so doesn't give a fuck.
I told Dad that she was saying that, and he goes, I think I'll be okay.
Oh, he so doesn't give a fuck.
Because he's like, so she's coming down the first weekend of the month, and then she'll come down the first weekend of the next month. I'll still be here. And I'm like, I know. I mean,
it's not like he's a fabulous gay son. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Parents don't care if they don't see the goddamn child.
Exactly. She's so unbelievably boring.
Yeah.
So when she this is the picture I took of the blank calendars that she did not fill in. And there was a sticky note on it that said, I thought about adding Tony's times 2 so she doesn't try to fit in more or get confused. And then there's some pens and some highlighters sitting next to it, and she put another sticky note. Also having hard time finding good pens here. Found this one in the office, the purple one. It's like, oh, did you just, like, run around the house looking for pens? So you found paper for me to write on, and you found a pen for me, and then you left it there. So I got there on Sunday, and you basically, here's the paper, here's a pen, and you fucked off back to Dallas.
Well, to me, that frenetic, nonsensical texting, because she feels guilty.
And she's doing the, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, to me, she's feeling guilty and she knows she should be there more, but for whatever reason, she can't. And she wants to make sure that you and the Duchess know, oh, well, I'm trying, blah, 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 blah. And that's all guilt. I know it. I've done it. I know it. That hyper communication is totally guilt. Because she knows she should be there more and do more, but she doesn't want to.
But this one thing that she could totally do,
I know.
Would be...
So she's making it
this
sound
thing she
like,
could do that would actually be very helpful. It's like, just fucking do it. And she won't. And I actually talked about it in therapy. And my therapist, because I told her, I said the whole time she was texting me, I kept thinking, she wants me to tell her, oh, just let me do it. But I wasn't going to give her the satisfaction. But then I ended up doing it anyway. And my therapist said, could you tell her, just fucking do it? Because you know she can do it. Yeah, and the thing is, of all of the sisters, of the three of us, she's the one with the incredibly neat handwriting that everyone can read. My God, the Duchess and I have horrible penmanship.
Yeah.
You know, the Valedictorian has had amazing penmanship from the time she learned how to write. So, I mean, you would have thought she went to Catholic school. Her penmanship is so flawless. So, it was just, she would have done an excellent job. So, like, she asked me, what would have happened if you had just said, oh, for God's sake, just do it? And I was like, I honestly don't know, because I've never just said for her to do it. Ever. And it kind of comes down to the constant shit of, I always end up having to do everything. And it's always, especially when it's anything that requires a level of skill or talent.
Yeah.
Like, if it needs to look nice, or if it needs to be done correctly, or if you need to be smart to do it, or you need to be talented to do it, she won't fucking touch it. Even though she could do it.
Yeah. But
she won't do it. Because
it has... maybe you just need to say, okay, I am not doing this weekend, you're doing it.
But like...
Boom, no discussion.
So it's like the next time, and I mean, for that, the realization of that in therapy was like, oh my God, this was totally her, this was a pathetic putting the pen down and running away, like fucking off back to Dallas, and then I end up having to do it. This was just like when I was a kid or whatever, when it was, well, Amelia's the one with the talent. Amelia's the talented one. She should do it.
Oh, well, fuck her.
Amelia's the smart one. She's the smart one. She should do it. She just
wants to fuck her ugly husband. I mean,
Oh, he's so ugly. God, he's so ugly. He's so ugly.
Bless his heart.
He's ugly and he's handsy.
Bless his heart with his goddamn knee-high gym socks.
Oh. And his lonesome dove mustache. And his praise Jesus Facebook posts.
Oh, baby, it's getting me so hot. No.
You love a polyester Coach's short.
God damn it.
The Bitchin' Boutique.
Yes.
I think we need to give them a thing, Spike. We can give them a drop that they could plan out their show.
Yes, I think we've got to find some time and get get time to do
it
that.
right now. I think we should do it right now. Look, I'll show you how easy it is, Spike. Watch this. I'm just going to do it live.
Okay, do it live.
Like that bloke screams. I'm just going to do it live. Watch this. Hi, this is Dr. Dan from the Two Skeptical... I can't do it now. Look, I can't speak. Too much pressure. I'll try again. Take 52. Hi, this is Dr. Dan from the Two Skeptical Chaps podcast, and you are listening to the most bitchin' boutique. See? That was easy, wasn't it?
Okay.
They could send us one, we could play it as.
Yeah.
Right, you do it.
Yeah.
Right,
What do you want me to say?
Whatever comes to mind.
Hi, this is Spike from the Two Skeptical Chaps podcast, who ain't no bitch, but you're listening to The Bitchin' Boutique.
Oh, that was good. I hope they use that. Let's see if they cut it and put it in their next show.
Diplomatic community.
Oh my god, is anything bitchin' in the world right now? Anything? Is anything bitchin' in your world, Pitney?
The only thing that I have bitchin', and it is totally bitchin' to me, which I know you're just gonna be like, oh god, whatever.
Is it a video game?
No,
No, it's not?
I am so fucking excited about the goddamn Madonna tour.
Of course you are.
I have never gotten to see her in real life, in person, in concert.
That's true.
And I remember when I first moved to Texas, being at your parents' house, making you watch the VHS of the Blonde Ambition tour. And I was so excited, and you were just like, oh.
Why were we at my parents' house?
I don't know, but I remember one time I brought the videotape. And you were just having none of it. You were just like, oh, well, You know?
I remember watching
because
a Kiss
you've
video
never been
there,
a fan,
but I
and
don't
that's
remember
totally
watching Madonna
fine.
there.
Yeah. That was the same day. Okay, and I will say that before I go on my bitchin'. That is the exact same day, and I remember this very vivid memory of your mom. We were on MTV. The Sad But True by Metallica video came on. And if you remember, I was really into that album when it came out.
Okay.
And do you remember that
I don't know
song?
when it came out. I have no...
Yeah.
I don't.
But I remember that song. I mean, whatever. I mean, Metallica fans, fuck off. Don't say anything about this. But that song is inept. It's like 2 notes and 2 chords. And I remember your mom pointed that out. Because the melody of the song is like, doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. And your mom did that.
Well, I think Mom thought a lot of stuff on MTV sounded like that.
And that delighted me so fucking much. Because you're like, your mom was like, well, this is just terrible. It's just like, doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. And it was the Sad But True video by Metallica.
Oh my god.
Anyway, on that, you don't remember, but on that same trip, I was
remember.
making you watch part of the Madonna Blonde Ambition tour. Anyway.
Okay.
I have never gotten to see her in real life. I'm going to see her in February. Which was supposed to have been, I'm looking at my calendar, 11 days ago, on my birthday, I was supposed to see her.
Right, but she got sick and had to reschedule everything.
But she got sick, and now it's in February.
Bitch had to reschedule.
I'm so excited, but I was a little skeptical. I was just like, oh God, how's it going to be? Oh my God. Anyway, we are recording this on October 15th. The tour premiered in London last night, and all the reviews are really, really good.
Yeah.
So I'm actually really excited. So my bitchin' is the fucking Madonna Celebration Tour. And I'm finally gonna get to see Madonna.
I'm so excited for you.
Because I've never gotten to see her before.
And you're
I've
seeing
tried.
her in San Jose or San Francisco?
It's in San Francisco.
Are you gonna, like, make a whole trip of it and, like, stay the night and do all that, or are you gonna try to drive back?
Oh, I haven't even thought about that. I could probably just stay the night.
It's,
Yeah, I
God,
haven't
you're
even
gonna be
thought
so
about it.
exhausted. You really need to stay the night.
But I am so fucking excited. I'm gonna get to see fucking Madonna. I mean, she's still gonna be, like, way the fuck away. I'm, like...
It's gonna be amazing.
the second tier in the middle of seats. But that's still not that far. I'll still be able to see.
And, a long time ago, you wouldn't have been able to see shit, but now there's, like, fucking screens and shit. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I am so excited, and I love, love, love on this tour. The music, it's all pre-recorded. The original tracks from the old songs with her singing over them.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's karaoke, oh, it's not a concert, oh, it's shit. But that bitch fucking dances the whole fucking time. And she's 65 years old.
She wants to put on the best show she can. This is
If she wants to
way
put
she's
on
going to
the
do
best
it.
show she can, and it's actually her, and she is moving her shit around and dancing, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic, and really, if I'm gonna hear Borderline or get into the groove, I want to hear it like I remember it.
She better sound 25.
I
Yeah.
want to hear it exactly like it was sounded in 1983.
Do you think you're going to, like, be crying through the whole concert?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, my God. And that's February?
Oh, God, yeah.
That's February.
It's in February, and I'm going by myself.
Yeah. Are you gonna like watch tons of online shit? Or are you gonna try to be virginal when you go?
Oh, no, I'm totally going to watch it. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, I am so excited.
Ooh.
I am so excited. And she looks fabulous. I do believe that she is actually singing.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
Because I remember, like, I was obsessed with the Blonde Ambition tour, right? I have watched so much of that Blonde Ambition tour. And so much of it it's different. She's out of breath.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't hit a note. She sings something wrong. Madonna does not lip sync.
Yeah.
The way that people say she does. She does not. So
Yeah.
that will be her singing.
Yeah.
When
She's going
I
to be
see
singing
her, and
over the
that's all I
top
care
of her own
about.
voice.
Who the fuck? Yeah, but she's 65 years old. Hello.
Yeah.
She has the right to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's my bitchin'. Is the Madonna Celebration Tour.
Woo! That's awesome.
So how about you, Amelia? You got anything totally bitchin'?
I actually do, and it's something that it's something that was something that was very, very bitchin' today. This will be a little bit old news, but at the speed that they're putting out new episodes, this might still be the current episode by the time when this one comes out. But we love the podcast CadaverCast.
Yes.
And
yes, we do.
their most recent episode that just came out as of this recording, episode 155, where they talk about Night of the Demons. Now, let me explain to you
Yes.
why this is exciting. So, CadaverCast is a podcast where when the podcast started, imagine a 4-year-old child named
God,
Al.
yeah.
He was 4. Well, sorry about that. They were 4. And Alistair wanted to make a podcast with their dad about the spooky movies that they watched together. And I believe Alistair named it CadaverCast. And it's been going on for quite a long time. Al is now 11, I think. Al is, as you noticed when I corrected my pronoun, Al is a delightful... Al has blossomed into a delightfully self-actualized, non-binary...
They.
A wonderful they.
Yes. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Yes.
Who puts together fantastic outfits, made a fantastic sign to hold at the Pride Parade this year. I have been Al's biggest fan since they were wee and just starting the podcast. Absolutely love this podcast. So Al has been gradually sort of graduating to spookier and spookier fare as they get older. And, Jeff, the dad, sort of, I mean, Al can watch movies, sort of, above their age, most kids. But years ago, Al got to meet Linnea Quigley at a con. And Al was so excited to meet her that they did a little monster dance for her because they knew that Linnea danced in some of her movies, and so Al made up a dance just for her and performed it for her, and Linnea...
Oh, I was gonna say, we've met her, and I bet she loved it. Oh, yeah.
Linnea was completely smitten, and Linnea even called them at home later and talked to Al on the phone. She called their house and talked to Al on the phone.
I didn't know that. That's awesome. Yeah. Wow.
And I still remember how excited I was.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's
when Al
awesome.
met Linnea Quigley. I mean, I'm still excited that got to happen. Yeah. Well, now Al has actually watched Night of the Demons. Al finally got to watch their first Linnea Quigley movie, and the only part Al covered their eyes for was like the eye gouging bit.
Okay.
I want to make it clear. Al, who, just like I was when I was a kid, obsessed with how movies are made and into how effects are done and things, which is kind of how to get through the spooky stuff when you're a kid and you're freaked out. Very, very interested in the lipstick boob.
Oh, well, of course.
Very like, Dad, how did they do that?
That's so fucking weird. Yeah, totally.
Because apparently I and every other listener was like, what did Al think of the scene? And we all wanted to know.
Yeah.
And Al was, I was overjoyed hearing Al talk about Night of the Demons.
See, that's fabulous.
And just today, I shared how excited I was on Twitter, how thrilled I was, and how much fun it was to listen to the episode, and I shared how much we love Linnea, and how Amelia Kincaid once made someone on a bar stool move so that she could sit next to us at the bar, so that she could talk to us about like psychics and psychic and intuitive work. And Jeff was...
And goddamn it, was that bitch drunk off her ass, too.
Jeff said that when he read the tweet, he envisioned her completely dumping the guy off of the bar stool so she could sit down.
Plastered.
Like the guy just vanished because he imagined him just like just dump. Like,
I mean, in a good way,
dropping
because
things
I
on the
was
floor.
probably near close to plastered too. So let's be fair.
I mean, it was it was after the dance. We went up to the
I'm
bar
not
to hang out.
value judging. I'm
We
just
had
saying.
but we were con royalty that night because we hung out with Amelia Kincaid because she chose us to hang out with, and that was amazing.
Yeah.
And then Darcy from Joe Bob Briggs' sidekick liked my tweet, which it just makes it that much better. From Joe Bob's drive-in. Anyway, so yeah, my bitchin' is how excited I am that Al from CadaverCast got to watch Night of the Demons.
That is fabulous.
And watched the making of and got to see. He watched all the making ofs. They watched all the making ofs and got to see
That's
how
fabulous.
the lipstick boob was done. Oh, but
Amelia.
yes,
It's a making of.
it's a making of. Oh, but I do want to tell you one little thing. Jeff said that when it happened, he quickly explained to Al that he wanted to make sure that Al understood that's not, that boobs don't do that.
Yeah.
Because apparently one of their friends from Nightmare Junkhead, that podcast, saw a movie when they were very young and didn't fully understand that that's not a thing.
Yeah.
That boobs don't take things in.
Yeah, they don't, and they don't sing, they don't dance, they don't, because there's been all sorts of movies with boobs doing all sorts of things.
Yeah,
Yes.
boobs they pretty much just sit there. I mean, they're nice and they're fun. They're fun to play with, but they don't perform. They don't do things for you. Anyway, but yeah, that was my bitchin'.
Anyway,
Very
awesome, fabulous.
On that note.
Yes, I concur with that. Yes.
Boobies,
Fabulous.
boobies, boobies, boobies don't eat lipstick.
But they should.
I mean,
They should.
just think how much lipstick my boobies would have eaten in my lifetime.
We need to.
How much lipstick would be in here? What? Thanks for listening. If you enjoy our show, please take a moment to rate and review us wherever you listen.
If you send us a screenshot of your review, we'll send you a Bitchin' Boutique sticker.
Everyone loves stickers. Please subscribe or add us to your favorites wherever you get your podcasts.
Subscribers get new episodes first and are also more attractive.
Drop us a line anytime at PitneyAndAmelia@gmail.com.
We'd love to hear from you.
Boobies, boobies, boobies. Boobies don't eat lipstick.